Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my sewing room. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today I am making another dress out of my book. It is a different dress than what I have made so far. I am using the same neckline as last time, Sweetheart neckline, and the sleeves, so it's just going to be a basic cap sleeve. However, I am making this as a one-piece dress, meaning my other dresses that I've made from this have a waistline. This one has absolutely no waistline. It's a full dress. It is going to be kind of a basic dress because it is the first time that I'm doing this. I mean, I've had to kind of design it by myself or on my own because there are no directions in here on how to combine the two other than the basic bodice and the basic straight skirt. However, I wanted not a pencil skirt, I wanted an A-line skirt. So in my head, thinking I can do this if I use the A-line skirt directions in the book. So I actually did that. I don't have them easily accessible, but I do have a pattern for an A-line skirt. However, when I tried to connect the skirt to my bodice, it didn't match up. The side seams didn't match up because I still had the darts in my bodice and not in the skirt, and I had forgotten how to remove the waist darts and adjust them into the shoulder darts. So I changed my plan. So I do have now a pattern of an A-line. However, since that didn't work out, I changed my plan. I did put the the bodice and skirt together for the basic directions in the book. But to make it A-line, I went ahead and kicked out the side because that is part of how the directions are in making a regular A-line skirt. So hopefully with the darts, it'll make an even more pronounced angle for the A. We'll see. I'm not positive how it's going to turn out. The fabric I am using, I don't know what it's made of. It was one of those rolls of fabric from Walmart that I get that usually it says like 2 yards for $4, which is what this said. And there is no way at all there was only 2 yards in this because the fabric that I have cut out for my dress is just about 2 yards. And I'm planning to make at least another shirt out of this. So minimum 3 yards in that. I got it for $4, so you go ahead and do the math, figure out how much it cost. Not that much. However, go ahead and show you. It is very, very thin. You can see the bookshelf through the fabric. So I went to the store to get a lining. I was just going to line the dress, but instead of a lining fabric, I'm realizing that more and more of my fabrics are really thin and quite see-through. So instead of a lining fabric, I got a slip fabric. So after the dress, I will be making a slip to go underneath the majority of my dresses. So it'll be just a basic slip. I haven't quite decided on the pattern I'm using. I think I'm going to use a basic shirt pattern and modify it into a slip, but I'm not sure. So that's what I have for today. These are the other two fabrics I got because went to Hobby Lobby and they have all of their summer fabrics on sale. So those were each $3 a yard. I went 2 weeks ago and I really liked the red, and it was $5 a yard, and I didn't get it, and I was hoping it would still be there when I went. And so now I have 4 yards of that for $12. Yay, I was pretty excited. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my dress. I do have it all cut out. I have to get the notches on my dress part because I don't have that, and I don't have the darts and things marked on it yet. So I do on the facings and on the sleeves. I have all my notches cut, but not on the dress pieces. It is only 2 actual dress pieces, and then, well, 3. Duh. I didn't cut the back of the dress on the fold because I'm having a back zipper. So it is 3 dress pieces. This is going to be actually quite an easy dress. I do have a neck facing for it, and capped sleeves. So I will get my notches cut and the darts marked, and then we'll get sewing. Right, I have everything cut out and marked. So the first step in putting this dress together is sewing the darts. So I'll do that and I'll be back. Now that all of my darts are done, next is to attach front to back at, not side seams, shoulder seams. I'm going to use a French seam at those shoulder seams, and then attach the facings, and then I'll be back. Okay, I had to change my plan a little bit on this dress. So my facing did not, even with understitching, this is so thin and flimsy, it would not stay folded inside. So I had to top stitch it. And I didn't top stitch it the best, but that's okay. For the most part, it's staying in and staying down, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to tack some of the front facing down so that it'll stay. So once I have that, I'm a little bit worried about the zipper and how thin the fabric is, but I think if I just interface it and do a lapped zipper instead of a regular invisible zipper like I was planning on, it'll give it just enough structure that I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But before that, I have to put in the sleeves. So all I have to do is match up, do the underarm seams first, and then match up. I've got notches all over this sleeve. Match that up with the notches in the dress and sew that together, and then we'll work on the back seam and the zipper. Okay, so I have the zipper in. I was able to try it on for the first time, and it fits like a glove. It does, but it doesn't look good. Once I get it turned around here, you won't even be able to tell. It looks great. I love it. It really is quite a nice dress. Kind of goofy the way it hangs, but that's alright. It looks great until I put it on. And turns out the fabric moved and moved and moved and moved and moved no matter what I did. It moved throughout cutting, which I noticed as I was pinning. It moved as I was drawing the darts on, even with Taylor's chalk, which marks no problem on fabric. It moved and it moved and it moved. So when I put it on, and I might add a picture to the video, when I put it on, everything was crooked. It looked like I was standing crooked. So this dress was a big fat failure. So I will be taking it apart, reusing the zipper. I will be making the same pattern in the cotton. Just one second, I'll grab it. in this cotton, but I can't remember what kind of cotton it is. Either way, it's a nice apparel, lightweight apparel cotton, which I fell in love with when I saw it, and since I got it nice and cheap and on sale, and look, it like completely matches. So who knows, maybe I'll add something of this over this or with this. Maybe I can make a little bolero or something to go over it. So I'm going to do this same pattern out of this fabric, and we'll see how that turns out. So I do need to wash this in my other red fabric to get it pre-shrunk before I can cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will be back once I get all this cut out. Okay, so I do like my dress. To be honest though, I have not wore it yet, because as you may have been able to see, and I'll show you right here, that facing again does not want to stay down, and I'm not sure what's going on. I did realize that I didn't interface it, so maybe that's the problem. And I did not top stitch this because I don't love the look of top stitching on a nice dress. So that's good. I understitched it, but I think I'm going to undo the facing, interface it and restitch it and see if that works. And then if not, I'm not really sure. I may have to change the neckline and make it like a square neckline instead of a sweetheart, because it's the point that I'm really having problems with. With the lighter weight fabric, the other one that was crooked, the point didn't want to stay down, but there wasn't enough structure in the heart parts, the top of the heart, to keep any of it down. This one has a little bit of structure in it, so that's why I'm hoping the interfacing will work. I don't know why I forgot that. It is, I will say, it's not listed in this book. I have other books, and it is listed on like everything that you need to interface so that you don't forget, unless you just don't check it or like check the checklist. So that's probably what it was, but I literally didn't even think about it. So, oh well. I'm not sure when I will get to fixing this dress, because this project dropped my confidence, and then I think it's going to be the next video, because I'm pretty sure it was the next project or within the next two that I did a really good job, and then I messed up at him, so my confidence had plummeted. So I'm still working on getting that back up, even though I've made multiple things and they've turned out great since then. So I'm thinking if I don't do it soon, I will have this dress for next spring. But either way, it was a fun project. I learned a lot. I learned to never use that orange fabric again. I think I will use it for a flowy shirt, but nothing that needs to be structured at all. I hated that fabric. This one actually was quite a bit better. I do like working with cotton. It wasn't as thick or didn't have as much body as what I'm used to working with, but it was still pretty easy, and I do really like it. So thanks for watching, and come back next time.